Have you ever watched an episode of anime and thought, wow, this turned into a pile of shit, like Endless Eight or that episode where Subaru says, I love Amelia? Well, for me, an episode like this would be episode 12 of Sword Art Online 2. Not the awesome tentacle rape episode or the pointless piece of shit that is Extra Edition. I'm talking about an episode from the arc people like, the Phantom Bullet arc. I hate the Phantom Bullet arc more than the rest of the show combined. That means I hate it more than the Fairy Dance arc and Extra Edition, and everything that encapsulates what made this arc bad is found in this episode. But I'm gonna leave it at that, so I may as well jump into episode 12 of SAO2, or as I like to call it, the cave episode. In the episode previous, Kirito and Seinen go to a cave to escape Death Gun and get cover for the next radar scan. Seinen asks him how he could get over his PTSD after killing players in SAO, which is literally the goal of his character arc. His response is really stupid since he says he has to be okay with murdering people and remembering the significance of it to have peace. I guess this is supposed to make Kirito look more edgy, but it makes him more like a psychopath, making himself live through that over and over with his PTSD. But we got to have Kirito be less moral, even though most people like him. Then the shitty OP plays. Woo, scary. A shot of Death Gun, aka Asian bootleg Darth Vader, to show that he's out there doing, well, he's just standing around. Menacing. They start talking about how Death Gun kills people and a little bit about his motivations, and then Kirito looks at Seinen's ass. I counted, and there are about 10 shots like this. What they did here was distract you from the lame exposition dumping by sexually pleasing the audience, essentially insulting their intelligence. They think that keeping you entertained involves you not caring about the plot of the show and instead pleasing your primal instinct. That is sadly what sells this show, and it's a lazy way of keeping people entertained. Why can't you have good, interesting direction like the bizarre Monogatari franchise, or have intriguing thoughts emanating from the characters such as in the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya in the occasion of an exposition scene? You didn't have to treat me like a fucking basic moron when you could have easily put an ounce of effort to make a scene like this more interesting. The other thing about this is that they explain exactly how Death Gun did the killing and shit with the accuracy of a master detective. They couldn't have been bothered to make it so the audience could guess all of this information, rewarding them by confirming their suspicions. It's like Kirito and Seinen read a plot summary before saying any of this. It isn't like Death Note where you could try to predict the moves of Light and L, making for an engaging story, rather than blatantly telling exactly how they did the things they did. Remember, your target audience is humans, and humans have brains, A1 Pictures. Just remember that. It doesn't help that I have to suffer through Bryce Papenbrook and Michelle Duff's awful, overacted performances. These voice actors have had decent performances in the past, and this episode doesn't do them any favors. You sub-elitists will probably say, watch the sub, you'll probably like it more. But the thing is, I have done that, and it is an even worse experience. I don't know Japanese, so I cannot follow along just by listening. Not like the voice acting makes it more interesting, so that means I have to read non-stop subtitles, and it is even more difficult to follow along, resulting in my eyes processing the subtitles and these extremely boring shots of caves and asses at the same time, making me feel drained of energy while watching. Then Seinen gets scared that someone might potentially kill her because one of Death Gun's associates is looming over her bed, ready with deadly drugs. Though, if he only has one or two associates, how fast does the guy killing people rush from home to home? What if Death Gun has an encounter with 3 people who are potential targets for his killings? Would one guy have to drive from house to house at Mach speed just so they could sync the shots with his killings? What if there was a Korean player on the Japanese server who forced an encounter on Death Gun and he kills a Korean player in-game? Would the guy have to fly all the way to Korea just to keep the act going? Sounds like a really difficult way of doing things. How easy. We also get to see Asuna and friends watching the stream where you can hear even more shitty voice acting. Also, more exposition. Woohoo. The SAO guy, oh hey, he was in Extra Edition, don't watch it, comes to talk to the people in Alfing saying, I can't do anything about Death Gun because the server admins are in the US. Then just get someone who knows English to talk to the people in the US about this. Common sense people, you are delaying the resolution of this life and death situation for no reason, god damn it! They start talking about how Kirito is a cool guy and that they would have helped him in Gun Gale, making him look like a hero. Even though earlier he was saying that he should know how to kill like a psychopath. Is Kirito a good guy or a bad guy? I don't know. Going back into the cave, Kirito and Seinen just tell us what they're gonna do next episode with their plans to take down Death Gun. Now I don't have to watch that episode because I know that their plan will go exactly as they say it will anyway. I still watched it, so yeah, I can confirm that it's pretty much what happens. Also, Seinen instantly regains confidence as if she doesn't have thoughts about some guy being millimeters away from killing her. Then a camera is pointed at them while they are in a really explicit position. Asuna might be gone, but the other people in Alfheim would be pretty pissed that Kirito is messing around with another girl, which would typically lead to complications in one's relationship. At least, that's what a normal person would think. They just forget about it later and never mention it ever again so Kirito can still have the perfect girlfriend. Yes, that shot just happened.
I don't care, they can think what they want. The guys in this game are dorks. If they think I'm gay, at least they'll stop hitting on me every 5 seconds.
My god, stop being a tsundere! There's already been so many in this series. Now that you know Death Gun's gamertag, just DM someone outside the game to get the admins involved to boot Sturba's ass off the game, Kirito. Alt-tab that shit and go on Twitter or something to tell Asuna. Oh wait, I forgot that they need an epic fight with Death Gun next episode. And end of episode. This is easily the most broken individual episode I have ever seen due to its way of treating the viewers like idiots and the monotony of the whole situation. I'm baffled by how people say that the Phantom Bullet arc is good when this is part of it. I don't know, man. SAO fans be SAO fans, am I right? I kept this video short since I don't want to linger on the topic of Sword Art Online too much because there is indeed bigger fish to fry. Anyway, like the video if you enjoyed listening to me talk about a specific peeve I have about this show. Subscribe if you want to see me dive into other bad shows, and that should be all. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.